Live. There we go. We are live. It's good evening here from the United States, and so I say the late evening over there in the UK, overseas. So my buddy Ian.
Yeah, how you
Yeah, I just
doing?
wanted to bring up real quick too, pretty much what just happened the past weekend. We were just mentioning, I was just mentioning here a few moments ago, as far as just continuing on too with a passion that we have, because one of the audios that we like to listen to in our company, we like to talk about this, one of the speakers was talking about this continue going on, whatever it is. Like even if let's say if you're doing work on a project with somebody and the person just says no shows you, or whatever example. And I'm speaking from experience, being a home-based business profession, traditional network marketing. I've been there before. You know, when you try to go to meet up with maybe with a business partner or a new prospect, and they no show you. But anyway, the point is just pretty much continue on, going on, even though when nobody's there.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's like today. It doesn't matter what gets in your way. If you focus on what's right in the situation, you keep on going and you keep going. Like today, I thought I'd wreck the hard drive on my laptop. It's like that situation where your internet's not working and it's like, come on, and then you click a couple of buttons and you click the button a few more times than you should have done, and then it all freezes up and it's like, oh. So then you have to restart it, and then it comes on and you get a blue screen of death, and it's like, oh. What do I focus on now? Do I focus on, oh, it's had it, I'm gonna have to go and take it into the shop and get it fixed for a week, or do I persevere and say, right, you can do this, you can get through the laptop, come on. And so instead I just left it, we went outside and was like, I'm not even gonna bother, because I remember this time last year I had 5 laptop hard drive failures in the space of 2 months. And it got to this time where it was just completely ridiculous when he did it again, and it's just like, there's not even any point wasting any energy over it, because it's not something I can control, so I'm just going to get on with my life and leave it to it, and if it decides it's going to work, then that's awesome, and I'm going to do what I can control and focus on what I can control in life, and do that, and then it turns out when you do that, things tend to work out, and things tend to come back around, and after I went out for like 3/4 an hour, came back in and it had restarted and it was back up and running, so that was awesome.
Talking about persevering right there. Well, because since we're in the internet marketing world anyway, that's obviously that'd be a little bit of a setback. Another thing too, as far as would be a distraction, and speaking from experience, because I'm over 1,000 people on my Facebook friends list, is trying to avoid distractions. As far as see with people's timelines, you got a mission, you're like, all right, I'm gonna go with post something on my business page or whatever. Like, all right, oh, what's this video? Oh, sweet, I haven't seen this. And like, oh, another one. Like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 2 minutes. And next thing you know, you wasted about 2 hours trying to get
Yeah,
something. All you want to do is put up like one blog post, and you're like, wait a minute, my day's almost over.
yeah.
Oh my goodness! I know you mentioned something before too, as far as like on Twitter. Yeah, I know. I guess you say you see the
Yeah,
same
I do
thing,
the
being
same on
distracted.
Twitter. It's just you scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scroll your life away nearly. It's like, oh,
Yeah, hey, this is about to
what
stay
the
in
fuck is
focus.
this?
My
So
goodness.
simple then.
Hey, we can have fun with this too, and I know we can laugh because it's like, yeah, this is the everyday fight, But at the same time, too, in all seriousness, we know what our end goal is. You know what I mean? We know we have to have all those distractions or whatever, but still got to just stay focused on the ultimate goal for what we're trying to get out. Trying to get done. That's another thing.
Exactly, and that's why we're still here. You've been in since how long have you been like doing this? Like a year and a half, and I've been like over a year, like 14 months or something now. It's like shows that even though there are distractions there, when you have that focus of what the end goal is in mind, and you always keep that in mind, then there's nothing going to keep you swayed off that path. You can get swayed off like here, there, and bits and all over the place, but you know what the end goal is, so you don't stray off the path far enough to lose sight and stray off to like different companies or whatever, or different You know, that's the thing with us. You know, we've stayed on. We keep doing this for the last, you know, over a year, and we're not going anywhere else, and it shows. It'll show off in the end with the consistency that we're doing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And also too, man. My goodness. I was about to mention something. I forgot my line. Forgot the thought that I mentioned. But as far as pretty much gonna stay consistent too, is you gotta think about too. Somebody between our age, between our ages, you know, between 20 and 30, you gotta think, man. All right, on a Friday afternoon, you know, after the end of the week, well, what do you think most people? Not so much. I know here in the United States, but also this around the world too. I'm pretty sure in the UK as well, man. You're done, you know, you're done from work after all week long. What do you want to do? Most people are thinking about, oh yes, the weekend, you know, get those 2 extra days.
Funny how it is the exact same in like in the US as it is in the UK, because like until October I'd never been in the US. So I didn't you don't really know what it's like till you go over there, and it's like. It's so surprising how similar the two cultures are, even though there's so much so like different. Like you drive on the wrong side of the road and all this stuff, you know. But at the same thing, it's like a different planet, but there's so much there that's still the same. Yeah. I don't know why I said that, but I thought it was relevant.
No, but I mean, you know, we're kind of going back to, you know, it's true. But at the end of the week, too, my point is, you know, obviously between our age, you know, you being 20 and here I am at 30. You know, people are kind of like, oh man, weekend, time to relax. Oh man, whatever, and you know, party up or whatever. But you know, here we are trying to getting this going on a Friday evening, you know, Friday afternoon, when people are like partying. My point is, people between our age are partying. You know what I mean? And then that Saturday, like, ooh, party more or whatever. That Sunday night, man, it's like almost having a heart attack. It's like, ah, crap, I gotta get ready for work next morning. I remember listening to Les Brown mention on a survey too, as far as talking about like the condition too, is literally that as far as like people are like almost literally having a heart attack that Sunday evening because they know they got to go back to the job they dread the next Monday.
That's the point, isn't it? It's the job that they hate, and it's like trying to escape your life or something for them those 2 days of a weekend. Yeah. So and it's like that's all it is. You're trying to escape. Why would you have to try and escape your own life? You know, there's better things out there than to have to try and escape your own life. And that's what's so awesome about what we can do. But because we don't have to do that, we can be, and we can with the freedom to go out whenever the heck we want to anyway. Most of the time, and we will do. Even if it's not as much as we want right now, we will do in the future because we know where we're going to get and we know the end goal in mind when we keep doing it consistently. You can tie things in and make things make sense in a Google Hangout for once.
Yeah, no, because you know that's true. I like that too because you know we're staying consistent with it. You know what I mean? Okay, we're sacrificing, you know, those 2 days of having fun or whatnot, but I mean we're sacrificing this for like what? Maybe a few weeks, few days, maybe a couple years or whatever, until we obviously get our dream goals accomplished. Then, you know, basically we have, I don't want to say the last laugh, but pretty much we're enjoying that pretty much that longer relaxation. We'll say that much. You know
it's
what I mean?
Like that quote says, the entrepreneur type mindset when you work a couple of years of your life like no one's ever worked before or something, and then you have the rest of your life to work like you want. I forgot what the quote said, but it's something like that, isn't it? You work these next couple of years as hard as you've ever worked before, and then you have the rest of your life to live as something awesome.
Yeah, you have to work a couple of days, a couple of years, have the rest of your life basically the rest of your life for yourself. Basically, you're paraphrasing. Yeah, no, you're right. That's true. And you know, too, obviously, too, we've had our business partner, one of our business partners mentioned, too, as far as staying consistent, too.
I'll tell you that quote. Entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't, so that you can outspend the rest of your life like most people can't.
Yep. And then better than having just those 2 days in the whole week to enjoy having off. We can have a lot more days off. Not saying that, you know, entrepreneur doesn't work at all. You know what I mean? They still work, but let's just say they have a little bit more leverage because they can just do stuff within a few hours too, and they could pay them out a lot longer too, other than having to just go to work, get paid, go to work, get paid. If you don't go to work, guess what? You don't get paid. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
And
like you've got a lot more leverage. You control your own life rather than having a boss control your life, and you've got that potential to go on and earn pretty much infinite amounts of money to go and do what you want with, and that's the thing with being an entrepreneur. You know, you've got that potential. You don't have to have someone else control your own destiny. You 100% in control of what happens in your life. It's like Tony Robbins says it all the time: decisions shape destiny, and it's 100% true. And it's like what we do here, we don't have to work a job anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I remember also too what Eric Worre said too, being an entrepreneur as well, as far as your best days. You say your worst days working as an entrepreneur too, especially in the home-based business profession, are better than your best days. Your worst days of being being a home-based business profession as an entrepreneur are better than your best days working a job. Not bashing jobs or whatever, but you seriously think about that. That is true. Why? Because you're working on your dream every day. You know, somebody can tell you no, somebody can be ignorant about the profession or whatever, but at the same time, you're still working on your dream. That's so true. I love that statement too.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's like that's pretty much, yeah. It's like, do you decide to live on your dream, or do you not? That's all it is, a decision.
Yeah, and also how bad do you want it? You know,
Yeah.
is it really something you want, or is it burning
It's like you want it as much as you want to breathe. That's when you'll become successful or something.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like a big time burning desire for you to get it done. Because I mean, but it comes down to it. If you join, when you being an entrepreneur, you got to have a strong why. You know, remember we were talking about a couple of weeks ago, Robert Kiyosaki's not so much him, but his wife mentioned as far as to her friends, her close friends. Okay, if you want to be an entrepreneur, what's your why? What's your strong why? It has to be more than money, because if it's money, that's cool, but it has to be something with that you want to get out of that money. You know?
Well, then, you be the example. What's your why? We can talk about that. That's something relevant that people will want to listen to, probably.
Well, before too, and I have no problem too. Before when I first joined the home-based business profession, right off rip, the main thing for me was just play football professionally. I was like, when I saw the business opportunity at the time, I was like, yep, that's it. That's gonna help me play overseas right there. I did not know as far as the whole pay plan and whatnot. This stuff was getting paid. I was just like, because I already knew what I wanted to do. I was like, yep, that's it. That's gonna help me go play football overseas or whatever. Because I didn't want to I didn't want to have basically go after my dream and then rely on a job or whatnot, sell them, hey, have a leave or whatnot from a job. I want to have money coming in so I could go do something. So let's say if I got cut or whatnot from that team, whatever it is, I'm like, all right, I don't have to worry about trying to look for a job or something. I have money coming in or whatever. But then I saw how big this profession can be as whatnot. I was like, oh, shoot, I can have some retirement better than worrying about Social Security. And, obviously here in the United States, I was like, man, forget working for a job, because when I kind of studied too the other books throughout personal development, I realized, oh shoot, government can't pay out all the stuff they were talking about here years ago, because obviously stuff was going to go in debt. I know here in the United States we kind of set ourselves up for that. It's just it was pretty much it wasn't one president's fault. It's just something that, we were ignorant as far as, okay, we cannot pay out. We basically try to let our government here pay out everybody here down the road, generations down the road, and they don't have the money, the funds to do that, point blank. And then when I started studying that kind of scared me into realizing, oh shoot, I can go after my dreams. That's great, but at the same time, how about you educate some other people about this as well? because at the same time, the whole 40-40, working for somebody for 40 years of your life, and then for 40 hours a week, and then to retire really between 40 and 60% of what you used to make, which is really pathetic, point blank. But people realize that, but they don't want to do anything about that. That's when I basically put my foot down and said, nah, enough's enough, or whatever. So at the same time, going after the dream, okay, cool. And, I'm wearing my team, my semi-pro team, who I play with too, because I won a championship this last year. But at the same time, too, try to better educate not only myself, but obviously people as far as having a stronger financial education as well. So that was basically my big time why, obviously to continue to play football too, but not to have to worry about ever coming back to a job. Now I know.
That was the thing, though, wasn't it? It's the decision. Do you decide to live a life work for 40 years so you can have the next 10 years or 20 years at the end, or do you work for the next 5 years, say, and have the next 40 years to go into off and do what you want? Do you decide to give up your opportunity of a life and freedom on your terms to do what you want when you want with whoever you want, or do you decide that, which is a little bit too hard in the beginning, I'm going to go and work for a boss and give up my own self-control? It's like what we both obviously chose is like you take responsibility for your own life, and your decisions then shape your destiny, and it gives the ultimate potential to do anything you want to then. And that's pretty much sums it up. Taking responsibility for your life.
And that's kind of what you mentioned right there. Wasn't that kind of the reason why you're doing this profession as well? Because I know you're kind of in a family business, and
I started off. I was like left school at like 16 to like work for my dad on the family farm, and it's like you don't even have like 5 days a week work to like 2 days. You didn't even have like the weekends off then, because it's like 7 days a week, everyday work. And the thing is, I knew that I'm like not going to be working for like, it's like not like a typical job. You like work for 40 years or whatnot, and then you go and retire or whatever at 65. It's like, is that what the retire? Do you like have? Is that a word in America? Retire at 65, like a typical job society.
Yeah, that's projected age to retire. On you're right.
Yeah, I don't know whether it was the same in America or not, but it's the same here. And it's like it's not the same for that. I knew like as soon as I left school that wasn't going to be like what it's like for me. Even I'm stuck in this job, as it will, because it's like not in my control. It's like I'm working for my dad. I'm doing what my dad wants to do, and I'm going to be stuck in this for pretty much the rest of my life, because I know that like one day my dad's gonna, like, obviously my parents are gonna die eventually, and it's like I'm the only person who's gonna be able to take on this farm, because like I'm the only person in next in line, as it was. So it was like my whole life is like this is what it's gonna be, and that's how I felt for it was like 3.5 years before I made that decision. But until I made that decision, I thought my life was like, this is how it's gonna be for the rest of my life. I'm gonna be stuck doing this, and it's not what I want to do, and it's like the rest of my life. And it's like I never thought that I had I never thought that I could actually control my own life. I thought everything was always going to control me. I never realized that I had the capabilities to control my own life, and until I found like Empower, it's like I never realized that.
Yeah, that's a cool thing too. Kind of what you mentioned. I said the same thing too, as far as basically educating ourselves and having that education as far as that financial education. Without saying it word for word, that's kind of what you're kind of basically implying, as far as like, okay, I know there's got to be something else, something better out here in the world to do.
Yeah.
I remember I said last week too. I was like, yeah, I mean, I love playing the sport. Football is giving me so many different opportunities. I was able to get an education. I'm not gonna lie, because of the sport. Obviously, I mentioned winning a championship in this too, but in the sport too. But at the same time, it's like, okay, here being at 30, I know a few years down the road I'm going to eventually retire, so I'm going to have to do something else. That's why I love the home-based business profession too. I love the, obviously the business that we're in as well, because it's like, okay, I found something I can be passionate about. The personal development, I love it to death, because I mean it helped me become stronger, too, as far as not so much in business too, and obviously in my personal life too, but also in the football field. It helped me become so much mentally stronger. Let's say if I had a knick-knack injury, let's say if I'm banged up, let's say if I hurt wrists, jam fingers, and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, a few years ago, when I was out of high school and college, that kind of maybe shake me up a little bit. Like, oh my goodness, I have this injury. I gotta play a certain way or whatever. Now it's like, I'm gonna get healed up here in the next few days, few weeks, whatever. Maybe I might have to deal with it throughout the whole season, because I'm more mentally stronger here than I was back then too. And I kind of wish. Oh my goodness, I wish I had what we have right now back when I was like in high school. I've been so much mentally stronger, it would not have been funny. I probably would have gone to a bigger college, obviously bigger, obviously be better, more looks too. I might have been playing right now, whatever, arena football, Canadian Football League, or overseas, NFL, whatever, because I'm so much mentally stronger too. And obviously it's a small percentage. I know that it's a small percentage, and you're trying to get to those type of levels too. Like the statistics say, it's ridiculous as far as from high school. It's like this. It goes like this: high school trying to play football, then obviously American football. It'd be a high school right here. College just shrinks up like this. Then the pros shrinks up to like this. So that's just what it is. Statistics. But it's basically one thing I've heard from guys that played professionally. That world, the professional world, rewards you for basically how hard you work. So it's not so much what you're doing with your teammates; it's what you're doing outside the field. Outside the field, outside the workouts with the team. What are you doing your own to better yourself? Kind of going back to what we were talking about earlier too, as far as continue to keep on going on. And like I mentioned to start this hanging out. Here we are on a Friday afternoon, Friday night, but some people are basically at a bar, at the club, or whatever, partying and whatnot. But we're focusing on our dream and whatnot, because we're being consistent with this. You gotta think too now, man. We've been doing this now for a month, this whole month. We've been doing this, and we're going to just keep on continuing doing this as well. Same time.
Hard or anything, though. It's like we've been doing it consistent, but it doesn't feel hard or anything. We're just talking about anything, and it's like you don't even. It's like, what would you rather do? Come on Friday night and talk with your mates about whatever, and it's like it's not hard. It's like we're talking about whatever the heck we want to talk about, and it's like that's how it can be. But I mean, the thing you were talking about, you're strengthening your mind with like the personal development side of like stuff, and like how much stronger you are mentally now. It's like that relates so much to like if you're like 10 points down in the last 5 minutes of a game or whatnot, you have that like perseverance to keep on going against winning that game or whatever. It's like you keep on going against fighting for your dreams, in those times when things might feel like they're against you. And it's like you keep on going, you keep persevering, and it helps so much when you're passionate about that, I guess.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. But, it's funny too.
But I forgot what we were talking about at the beginning. I was going to relate it to something we were talking about.
Trust me, it's all going in good, man. Because too, at the same time, too, it didn't say, even though we were talking about those people that like to go out and party. Not saying there's anything wrong with that too. But I mean, if you're doing it every single week, every month, and you don't really have any, definite chief aim, as Napoleon Hill likes to talk about too, in his book Think and Grow Rich. It's like, all right, what are you trying to do with the rest of your life? But that's something obviously we can't answer for people. You have to, people have to answer that. Have to ask that for themselves, as far as like, okay, what do I really want to accomplish? What do I want to do? And it doesn't have to be something big. It doesn't have to be like this gigantic. Oh, I'm trying to make $1 billion. It doesn't have to be something like that. It can be like, something small. It's like, oh, okay, I'm trying to get somewhere extra time, with my family or whatever. Or I'm trying to do something just to pay off a loan or something. It can be something small first, then it eventually gets bigger, obviously. Only gets bigger because of you're developing yourself. I mean, that's why it's called personal development, because you're only going to develop yourself, and you can only get better. And at the same time, too, it's funny that we're talking about this, man, because we mentioned about going after our dreams and goals too. Now, obviously, I don't know for you though, Ian, but I know for me, like hanging around some of the people that I might, some of my teammates, or some people at work too, or some people in my gym, love them all to death. Don't get me wrong, love them all to death. Got nothing against them too, but obviously they're not kind of like aligned to where I'm trying to go with. I'm nothing, like I said, nothing against them. It's not
like the crabs in the bucket thing.
It's like we're growing. You know what I mean? We're trying to separate because different goals. You know what I'm saying?
Like people mean well, but it's like the crabs in the bucket. You get a load of crabs in the bucket, and one tries and escapes, and the rest of them try and bring it down. It's like the same for me, with my situation might have been a bit different to most, because I was on my own most of the time because I was isolating myself. But the people who I was around was with my family, and they're the most negative people you can talk to, people who don't believe that I can go on and do what I want to do. It's about not listening to what they have to say and just focusing on the people that are out there who have what you want. And when you can find these people and surround yourself with them, it's completely, for me, I can't speak for anyone else, but I can speak for me, and it's completely changed my whole perspective on life, and in turn changed my whole life because of that, and realizing that I'm out there for an actual reason. I remember bloody well times where I'd be working on the farm and on my own in it's bloody well freezing cold and pouring rain, lashing rain, and our farm anyway, there's it's like a game farm, we're rearing birds and whatnot, and it's I don't know how to describe it. I've never described it before, but it's you're feeding birds every day, and it's kind of a monotonous job without going into too much detail, but realizing and just feeling, I remember feeling then why the heck am I doing this? There's no reason, and I don't know if you can relate to that, but it's why the heck am I here? Why? What's the point? And there's going to be people out there who can relate to that, and that might be you, and if it is you right now, listen up, because it doesn't have to be like that. And especially when you're working a job, people bring you down, and it's about stay strong, because you can do anything you want to. And that's basically why I'm here now, and I realise that, and it's because of Empower that I realise that you don't have to settle for less than your dream. You can go after your dream, and you can get anything, and you can do anything you want to, and that's basically it.
Yeah, it's funny too, because you say that, but we can't forget that before he passed away a few years ago, even Steve Jobs mentioned, the ones that are crazy enough to think they can change the world are usually the ones that do. And those are people that are, they didn't see stuff as, I kind of bring up another topic when people talk about, oh yeah, I want to be a realist, I want to be a realist. Okay, now let's sit back though and hold up about that. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you want to talk about being a realist, and I remember hearing Will Smith brain about something, talking about that as well. You talking about being a realist, then okay, that were the case, there would not have been people such as, Thomas Edison to have come up with the light bulb, obviously to get it to work, or it might have been the Wright brothers to come up with the the airplane to start flying. So if people want to talk to be about real, then okay, it takes a different mentality to get something done like that. If people want to talk about being a realist, whatever the case, we would not have had cars right now, because Henry Ford would not have said, all right, I'm going to try to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? As far as I did the way of transportation. So I mean, that's just kind of the people that said, yeah, forget about being real. I'm going to try to do something in my creative, be a little bit creative in my mindset, trying to make something
We're not
different.
here right now in this present moment without people who have gone against that grain and first believe that something's going to be possible when the rest of the naysayers haven't. And it's because of those people that we're here where we are right now. And it's if we didn't have these people in the world, then we wouldn't be living in houses with electric lights, with stuff like that. It's when you believe you can do it, it's you do it. And it's as simple as that. You believe you can do it, and it's like you're halfway there or something. The quote says. I forgot. There's another quote that says something like that. I forgot what it was. Yeah, you believe you can do it, and you will. It's just about that perseverance, and that's it.
It's just getting from all the negativity too. But again, once you continue this working yourself, number one, before you join a business too, since it's the home-based business profession, obviously having a stronger mindset is going to basically protect you from all the naysayers. It's going to protect you from people who just have negative doubts. Because nothing against that mentality or the people, but they just don't know what they don't know. That's really what it comes down to. They don't know what they don't know, you know. And some of those people, not all of them are bad people. They just don't know any better. Now, if they continue to not know any better, and here you are trying to educate them to, then I'm sorry, that's on them, you know.
Like, as far as I believe, like, people are people. How can you know what's right or wrong? How can someone say this is right, this is wrong? You can't put a definition on what's right or wrong. At the end of the day, it's just a perception of what it is, and we all have different perceptions. So you can't always gauge that true meaning of what is right or wrong, what's true or false. So at the same time, you can't say that someone's good or bad. At the same time, you can't say that that's not right. You're wrong for going after your dreams. You'd never be able to do them. And it's like, you don't listen to these people because they believe what they believe. That's fine. We all have our opinions. We can believe what we want. It's about, I believe what I believe, and I'm going to stick to what I believe and go after what I believe, and not listen to what you have to say, because I have a dream.
Yeah, and if people don't respect that or whatever, you keep on going anyway. You don't worry about what other people are going to say, man. You just keep on staying focused.
The fact when you have someone that you really respect and you have that deep level of rapport with, that you really trust, that say you can't do it, that's where the toughest times are to overcome. You know, because like you get people who maybe I know for me, like people you went to school with who like say nasty things or whatever. It's like, I don't give a damn about what you have to say, because I don't believe you anyway. I don't have that level of respect for you, you know. But if you get someone like your dad who says, "Oh, you'll never be able to do that. Don't even bother trying," or something, then that's the times where you really have to dig deep and say, you got to really stick up for yourself then, and do your best to ignore what your well-meaning family, for me, that's what it was like. Just try and ignore what they have to say, and build that level of belief up inside of me that I can do this, and not listen to anyone else. And that's why it's so important to surround yourself with and listening to like audios every day, and reading books every day, and just completely immersing yourself in the people you want to become, and finding the right mentors, and then you'll ignore the naysayers then, because you believe what you believe, and you'll go after your dreams, and through persistence you'll get there, and you can. That's how you live your dreams, basically.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Then whatever you're trying to accomplish, you'll be around a certain amount of people too, and then to be able to you might meet up with them in different groups, or maybe seminars too, events, whatever around the country too, and then basically all they're gonna do is help uplift you, as far as what you're trying to accomplish, because then you don't worry about you come back stronger after maybe a 2-day seminar event, maybe 3 days, or being out of town or whatever, and then you just have a little confidence too. So when you go back to that environment, you're like, whatever. But then you start getting a little bit more. You get just a small little step, a little small victory to your little taste of victory, whether it be, maybe a yes from somebody saying yes to maybe to be a customer, or somebody says yes to maybe to being a business partner, or maybe this you're seeing that first little commission, or whatever it could be.
That's the big
Just a
thing,
little
isn't it?
small
Like
little
Chris
success.
said, not that those small wins, it's like you get people to get those small wins, then they'll go on to create those big wins because they believe it's possible for themselves, and it's like that's the greatest thing that you can do to get to your dreams, is get those small wins in the beginning that say, right, flipping it, this is possible for me now. It's like you get a couple of leads, you get a couple of sales, then it's like, heck, I can go over whatever the heck there's going to get in my way now. Now that I've got there, because I've got that belief inside of me now, because I've got these sales, I've got these leads, and it doesn't matter what gets in my way now because I believe it.
Yeah, and then
I mean, some small wins anyway. That is what I was meant to say.
It keeps on growing too, because then you see those leads that keep on coming in too. You see some of the commissions coming on in too, and obviously it just keeps on growing and growing and growing. And then, like I said, those little small ones help you to get a big win too, because then you'll be sitting around looking like, oh man, look, oh shit, I'm a champion myself. Well, go figure, because it's like, oh, okay, now obviously for our company we have $1 million earner rings ourselves, but like I mentioned earlier too, so I've been playing football. I've been blessed to help win a championship for my semi-pro team, and I'll give you a little example about speaking it into existence. In a couple months, I'll have my second ring too. So we're in the middle of our season right now, but I'm already calling it out as what it is. I have another ring too by the end of the season. So I'm just not being, it's not being cocky and whatnot. That's just the way I attack it too, in business and in football too. Overseeing myself as the champion, wherever it is too. And then when you speak into existence every day, like Napoleon Hill has something as far as like your definite, it makes your definite purpose. Something you can recite every single day. Obviously something you see it, because when you're having it written down, you see it every day, and it's obviously going to get into your subconscious mind as far as like, oh yeah, I can do this. Yeah, this is easy. I listened to I blogged about this the other day. I see Jim Rome talking about making money is easy. Some people are like, oh no, it's not. Talk about a different level or whatever it is. Now, obviously, in our company, we're not guaranteeing you any incomes too. That's why we have the disclosure at empowernetwork.com/income. But anyway, my point is, when he was mentioning as far as like making money is easy, it's a mentality thing. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's a mindset thing. You think it's hard? Yeah, it's hard. Think it's easy? It is easy. That's all it is.
It's like, what colour is this thing here? Is it like a reddy orangey colour, or is it no? Actually, what if I told you if this was green? Would you think that it was green? Is this green? No, it's obviously not green. You believe that it's red. So if you believe that it's red, then I forgot what I was going to say about this, but it's like, yeah. There was a good metaphor of that in the inner circles by someone, completely butchered it all, but anyway. Anyway.
It's alright, man. I was gonna let you roll with it, but I was like, oh man, I remember that, but I just don't remember how to finish it.
You remember that? You know who said it as well?
I think it was it Toby? Toby? Dustin? Yeah, one of the. Oh my goodness. That's all good, man. That's all good. But again, going back to what we're talking about, just staying focused on what you're trying to get after. Keep going, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Now, obviously, you want to join us too and see what we're doing. Hey, just click on the bottom link underneath this video too, underneath the blog post too, and see where we're going as well. First of all, you got to have a strong why, as I mentioned earlier too, as far as what you want to do. And then once you have that too, then obviously you'll be able to find just those small goals so you don't have a real big one yet. Okay, get this mortgage payment out of the way, or have some more money so you have to worry about just paying the bills next month since we're almost done with this month. Something like that. So, just something to this feel good about yourself in all seriousness. And all
Yeah.
jokes aside.
Right now, as you feel your credit card levitating out of your pocket, as you levitating out of your pocket, you see yourself reading it as you're clicking on the button below. You're entering your first name into the box in the next page. As you enter as you click through you've got a video to watch first, but when you click through the video, you'll enter your first name into the first box, and then you sign up for the blog, and it's as simple as that because you've already decided to do it. And that's how you do a call to action. Not really, but you're about to buy right now, so make it known today.
Yeah, it's just about clicking the button underneath this. This joining now to help get your dreams really get going, really propel in all seriousness too. Because we have Eden and I have assistants too that we're a part of to help really help propel what you try to accomplish within our business too. So I'm not saying it'll make it just a little bit easier for you too, and it's a little bit leverage just to help you have stuff kind of laid out. So we're like, okay, this is step by step. This is what I should be doing too, as far as having some simple small steps, daily action plans too. And it's all underneath there too. Once you click the button too, and they'll go a little bit more better detail to what we're mentioning as well.
Yeah. So like if you want to come and check out what we're doing, and come and have some fun with us, we can come on and join our team and pull out your credit card and buy right now, and we can come and have some fun together and actually live towards your dreams and not having to work that job that you've been suffering at for a long time now, and it's like time to decide. Now is the time, and now is the time you already made that decision to pull out your credit card and buy. It's like that. Do you know that thing that Dave Wood did? Can you see? Do you remember that? Did you want that webinar?
Yep. Yep. Sitting there laughing at your credit card like why in the world am I even making this harder than what it is? I'm just going to go and put my information down and click the button and say, why not?
Started right now.
And besides, too, being a tax season here in the United States, oh my goodness. You want a little bit more better tax benefits? Trust me, it helps you out tremendously having a home-based business profession. Having your own home-based business, I say, helps out tremendously. Too. The tax write-offs, just like if you're a business owner, just like the big names that we mentioned earlier, you get the same type of tax write-offs. So that's a little bit something that I know they don't really talk about too much when talking about, obviously traditional home-based business professions write-off rent, but that is true too as far as having those tax incentives, which is huge as well. So
yeah. I mean, we've been going for like 45 minutes now. Do you want to carry on for a bit longer, or should we wrap it up a bit now?
We are good. But just one other thing too, real quick. That same time next week, 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Yeah.
Let you guys know about that. So it'll be the brand new month too. So we'll still be here.
We'll be here every month.
Special guests too. So come on, you got to come on out next week.
Yeah, mate, make sure come and join us next week, and we'll come and have a laugh again and talk about whatever the heck. But it'll be something that'll be useful. So anyway, pull out that credit card and buy right now.
See you guys next week.
The end.